Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now if only DJ reads it in time.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really?
Got a minute?
What's up?
Do you?
I've...
Gabriel wouldn't dare. Grace keeps her. That doesn't work.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now why on earth would you want me to do that?
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Malia.
Yeah. That's right.
And why should I help you out when I don't even like Malia?
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know that you have certain feelings for me, quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
What'd I say?
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up.
One more remark and I'm leaving.
Okay.
Done. It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
The sign helpfully tells visitors that this is St. John's Bayou. If Gabriel took this sign, how would the tourists find the bayou?
Then again, that might not be such a bad thing.
Bayou St. John seems denser, thicker, darker than Gabriel remembers it. In the twilight of the heavy growth, everything looks the same. Something in the bayou air is confusing Gabriel's sense of direction. He could use some less susceptible assistance. That doesn't work, Dad. Bayou St. John.
This looks familiar.
Gabriel's head pounds. Gabriel pulls out the tracking device, hoping that the Sakei Madeleine made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
All right, there's a blip. They must be here with the Seke Madule.
The entrance to the clearing is marked with voodoo skulls. At last.
When in Rome. Here goes nothing.
Welcome, Brother Crocodile. Please join the other celebrants.
Yes, Dr. John. Brother Eagle.
But first, name the great serpent who crushes all in his coils.
Dambala.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Who is the destroyer of men?
Ogun Badagri.
You are correct, Brother Crocodile. Enjoy yourself well tonight. Ha ha ha.
Gabriel!
Malia?
I know you now. I can smell his blood in your veins.
No!
You cannot change your destiny or ours.
No!
I will find you. I will destroy you.
No!
Where is your necklace now, witch hunter? Where are your pretty, pretty gems?
Gabriel! Gabriel, wake up!
Ow, my head.
Oh, it's about time. I've been trying to wake you up for hours. There's no time to lose.
I had another dream.
It wasn't a dream, believe me. Now come on, get dressed.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to remember. Something about Malia.
She's the head priestess of the voodoo cartel. They're responsible for the murders. They've been doing it for years.
Malia? Last night. She was the leopard. Like in my dreams, Grace.
I know, those dreams were a warning. Now come on, get dressed.
But last night, Malia changed. She became something else. And then I blacked out, I think. How did I get home?
I followed you last night. I knew you were gonna try to sneak into a ceremony. Lucky for you that I did. If you'd been left at that circle last night, I don't know what she would have done to you.
You're wrong. Malia wouldn't hurt me.
What about Tetelo?
Tetelo. They were chanting that last night. That's the name from Gunther's journal, the woman who took the talisman.
Yes, Gabriel, it's your destiny you're facing. You can't just blunder your way through this or you'll end up dead. You have to call your great-uncle in Germany. He knows more about this than we do.
Okay, I'll call him. But Malia isn't responsible for those things, Grace. It's that spirit, that Loa. It's Tetelo.
Yeah, possession is convenient that way. Call Wolfgang, Gabriel. I'll be in the shop.
Didn't Grace say you had...
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
It's even worse than I thought.
We have to talk about what I should do. What can you tell me about voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about... But you, at this point, have more to...
What can you...
It sounds as though you have learned much. Perhaps you will fill me in when we...
What do you know?
I only know what you have told me.
What can you...
It was just another American city. Now I feel it's not safe for you.
Do you know anything?
I have not studied.
What can you...
I'm afraid.
Do you know?
No.
It means go...
Well, let's hope we can avoid any more of that in this family.
You...
No.
I've heard...
Yeah, I am sure they have a temple there. Would probably a very elaborate one. You should not...
Do you know...
Yeah, Tetelos people wear animal masks for their rituals, don't they? It is not at all. Animals have such pure, primal traits. Spirituality, good or bad, is about reaching these pure levels. Aggressive and even our family is associated.
Do you know...
It is a visual... Each Loa...
Have you...
Gumball is a snake.
Yes, he...
Ah, I see.
Does Ogun...
It is a...
Yes. Do you know anything?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have... But you, at this point, have...
What can you tell me about Schottenjägers?
Of course, I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons to remain ignorant. But now is not the time for that discussion. Schottenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel. Schotten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow Hunter.
Yes, shadow hunter. We Ritters have been Schottenjägers for many centuries. No one is sure when it began or how, but we have records of ancestors as early as the 13th century fulfilling this role. Some believe that the role was given us when... But such fantasies cannot be of use to you at the moment, Gabriel. Most people are completely blind to the fact that evil does exist. Shadows of darkness, spirits, vampires, witches, demons, these things are real. It is to their advantage that the world has become so scientific, so cynical. But we know they exist, Gabriel, and we hunt them.
How do we hunt them? And why?
Why? Because it is our duty. As for how, that is something you will have to learn, but it's not easily explained over the phone.
Do you know any...
Runner drums.
Yes, the Getty tribe uses drummers around the quarter as relay messengers to...
Ah, those drums have a ceremonial use too. It would be useful to know.
I had Grace find some information.
I can see you already have the mind of an investigator.
Tell me
I hope there will be time for that later.
Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary Loa for the Getty tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. You remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's Loa during the killings in Charleston. This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Is there anything else you...
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. The religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. The spirit that she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the lower Tetelo... She was once a beautiful and intelligent...
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dream. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schottenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. We've been searching for the talisman for years. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful... With the talisman, Tetelo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman.
How can we
The talisman is probably buried with Tetelo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power. To find...
Is there anything else?
The most important thing about the talisman is that it be once again in the hands...
How would we find...
We have pondered that question a long time, we Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that the other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place. We've tried to locate Tetelo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe and slaving. As for the other idea, we had no clue that Tetelo's people were in New...
How would we find...
We must locate the tribe's...
Let's discuss the
All right. Have you learned anything?
I spoke with the Professor Hartridge. He thinks the tribe's name was Agree, and that they live near the Fawn tribe in what's now called the People's Republic of Benin.
This is incredible, Gabriel. I must go
Wait, what should I do?
But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine shot at...
Sure.
Goodbye then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a...